all the choices that you make, these are going to impact many generations. Your kids, your grandkids, and so on are going to be learning these things, and you're going to be affecting many, many generations. If you just quit and say, forget it, it was too hard, somebody laughed at me, then that's the end of the benefit. So every choice we make adds up. Our finished product is their raw material. So think about that whenever you're doing things. Tell you a little story about Grayson. Grayson's our 8-year-old. He's Mr. Personality. 2 years ago, they started taking judo at the Olympic Training Center. Their coach is the U.S. national team, bronze medalist in the L.A. Olympics. I mean, awesome place. I drive them 45 minutes twice a week to the Olympic Training Center just to put them in an environment conducive to success. And people ask me, do you want your kids to be Olympic athletes? I couldn't care less. That was my dream. Their job's to figure out what their dream is, and my job's to encourage them. And my other job's to continue going after my dreams so I can be an example to them, right? Same thing. It's generational thinking, right? So there's no pressure. They know, hey, man, tomorrow if they want to quit judo, that's cool with me. If you want to try ping pong next week, fine, right? But one step at a time. In the meantime, I'm going to keep taking them there because they need to be in an environment of champions, because it's like twice a week they get to be in a place like this. I mean, it's great. So 2 years ago, they started. 2.5 years ago. Gabriella, she picked it up right away. She was a little bit older, a little bit more developed, and she's got a knack for getting the other person off balance, and wham! And she was winning medals. Every 3 months or so they have this competition, and she's winning medals left and right. Wow, okay, that's kind of cool. Grayson, he had no clue. Okay, I joked with him. I mean, for the first seven tournaments, he didn't win a single bout. Okay, I used to joke with him. I said, "Man, Grayson, you know what the ceiling of every place looks like, because that's all he looks at, right?" But I kept telling him, "Man, you're a bulldog. We're bulldogs." Gonzalez, I've always asked him, what do Gonzalez's never do? Never quit, Daddy. Okay, what else? They don't whine. That's right. Go play, right? And our house is no whining zone. I mean, no whining zone. And I kept telling him, man, don't worry about it. You're growing on the inside. You're growing on the inside. One of these days, all that inside growth is going to catch up, and boom. You have to have a lot of private victories, which means a private victory might be just showing up for practice, right, or learning a new technique, before you get to have a public victory walking across here, right? So private victories come first. When we have to do 4 years of private victories before we can get a public victory. And so he understood that. And they've known from day one that, hey, everything's tough at the beginning, but we're tougher. As long as we don't quit, we still got a chance. And so they're ingrained with that. I mean, I'm raising a bunch of little bulldogs in my house. And so we got a good litter. So right before the 8th tournament, Coach, Olympic champion, he comes to me and goes, you know what? Grayson's starting to get it. I'm starting to see a change in him. He's getting a little more aggressive. He's trying to figure things out, and he's getting it. He goes, okay, awesome. Next tournament, boom, he wins. Wins the tournament. Gold medal, right? And everybody's so happy. You know what I told Grayson? I told him, you know what? I'm not proud about your medal. I'm proud that you stuck it out for 7 tournaments to get to this point. That's what shows that you're a champion. See? And so that plays right into what you guys are experiencing right here.